Welcome. This is Surface Noise. And today's video, I will be showing another Top 100 album. And today, as you may guess, looking behind me, is Stone Roses. Right there. Stone Roses. So this is their debut record. Stone Roses is Ian Brown, John Squire, Reni, and Manny. Gary Moenfield, but he goes by Manny. As you can see on the back there. Yeah, so they formed around 83. It wasn't everybody. Reni and Manny, I don't think, were part of the band from the very beginning, especially Reni. I think he came in 85, 86 maybe. But by the time they were, recording this record, yeah, that was the band. They had early singles like So Young. I think Sally Cinnamon was another one that came out earlier before the record. Yeah, they had actually, I think, 5 or 6 singles off of this record. It's considered by some to be at least one of the greatest albums to release out of England of all time. It may not be, it could be disputed, of course. There's a lot of great English bands, but I think this is as good an album as you're going to get in a lot of ways. It could be, almost every song on this could be a single, easily. And a lot of them were, because there's only, like 10 songs, 11 songs. This version does not have Fool's Gold on it. Fool's Gold was a single that came out after the record, but it was subsequently added to some versions. Initially I think just the American release. And then when they re-released it again, it was added to the UK, the second version, second pressing. And over the years, different versions, different pressings and different editions of this record. Some of them have had Fool's Gold, some of them haven't had Fool's Gold. It was their first top 10 hit. And it, what was I going to say? It was, it's their most popular song. It seems to be their most popular song anyway, from what I can see. So this was, an amazing record. And this was, for me, it's when I got back on the road to really, really good music. At the time, I was kind of, around 89, I was kind of I had missed out on a lot of stuff. And there was a lot of younger people slightly younger than me, that told me about the Stone Roses and other English bands, and I started to hear about stuff that was up and coming at the time. And then they got me into a lot of alternative college rock, underground stuff that was out at the time, a lot of different things. So this was really a gateway for me. This was the start, and I just started rediscovering stuff. I don't know if I got lazy or what had happened, but around that time I wasn't listening to as much of the better music, I would say. So I'm grateful for that too. So yeah, again, this is an amazing record. The singles were "I Want to Be Adored." It's the first track. Starts really awesome. It's a great way to start the record. You got some background noise. It starts with a bass line, slowly builds up, gets louder and louder and louder. Drums kicking, and then it really takes off. Great song. She Bangs the Drum, a nice, fairly fast tempoed, very catchy song. All the melodies on here are amazing. They're all really great. She Bangs the Drums. Made of Stone, which was a single that came out previous to the release of the album. It was one of the earlier singles before the album. I think it's one of the few that actually made the record. I don't think Sally Cinnamon isn't on here, So Young isn't on here. But Made of Stone was one of the earlier singles that did make it. I Am the Resurrection is another single, and it's lengthwise is similar to Fool's Gold. So I think Waterfall is also a single as well. And yeah, so that is yeah, a phenomenal piece of work. I have some of the other singles, as you can see. I've got I Want to Be Adored 45, and over here I've got She Bangs the Drums and Made of Stone. Sadly, after I think they put out one more single during this time when of this, and that was you can't the one that says the sort of red one there. It's called One Love. I have the 45 and the 12-inch single. That was the last single they did for Silvertone, because then they went into a big protracted legal dispute about trying to get out of their contract. And they had signed an 8-year contract, but they had wanted to sign with Geffen. So this has caused a lot of problems. It was 4 years later before their second record came out. That was called Second Coming, and it features Love Spreads, that single. And after that, they kind of, well, within 2 years, they broke up. They did reunite 2012. They started doing shows again. Played for a few years, released a single in 2016, I believe. But then they finally ended for good in 2019, at least for now. They're broken up. So, yeah, so we have this, though. This is certainly something, a legacy to leave behind, this album. I think it's always going to be mentioned among the best records of all time. It is an amazing piece of work, and one of my favorite records, hence why it's in my top 100 of all time. So if you get a chance, if you haven't heard this, please check it out. It's worth it. And I think you'll like it. So that's it for today, at least for this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, you can like and subscribe, and I would appreciate it. It does help grow the channel. Also, I do have a website, surfacenoise.ca. Link will be in the description. And other than that, have a great day. I will see everyone in the next video.